But race number 1, here we go, set and ready. And they're racing, pinging away Agent Jorge. With it was Deb Bale down on the inside, and Run Kayla Run right up there. Back and forth, we've got Lachlan Valley wider on the track there with Kim.com. Further back to Gems Conquest, and the last two are endorsed with Utah Bolt. He's going to have to get a wriggle on from there. Up comes Agent Jorge, narrowly from Deb Bale. Wider out was Run Kayla Run. Agent Jorge held there from Deb Bale. Third home would have been Run Kayla Run, nice effort. Then we had Kim.com and Endorse in a tight photo for fourth, followed through by Utah Bolt. Then we had Lachlan Valley, and Gems Conquest was one of the last to go by. Maiden middle distance. And they're racing. LaRue jumped away okay. Sky High Levi jumped well with speed too. Just going a little bit wider on the track though was Sky High Levi, being detrimental to his chances. Now Rock and Rod gets underneath it with CKD. Further back in the field is Legal Aid, now runs into third ahead of Sky High Levi. Further back to Tennessee Ave, the Gree. And at the tail of the field was Nellie's Girl, not in it. But it's the favourite LaRue shooting for back-to-back wins. And he's about to turn and go for home here. Rock and Rod and Legal Aid chasing hard. LaRue though, here comes Legal Aid right at the last step, and I think just missed. I think LaRue held from Legal Aid, and Sky High Levi got third. They were followed in by CKD with Rock and Rod, Tennessee Ave, Legree and Nellie's Girls at the back all the way. It's a photo here. Stand by for a start. Favourite from 1, Captain Osty, set and ready. And racing, he was away okay. Middle of the pack was Captain Osty. Knock Knock Lady shows the earliest amount of toe from Asia Osty. Very chilly in there with Captain Osty, now trying to thread his way through. Found Roman in that pack, and towards the back of the field we've got Asia Osty. Time to find there with Where's the Cat and Red Sky. Knock Knock Lady, Very Chilly, going to find it out. Very Chilly beat Knock Knock Lady. Third home would have been Found Roman, and Captain Osty may have held for fourth there when we had Time to Find running home late. Further back in the field was Asia Osty with Where's the Cat, and Red Sky was one of the last to go by. Very Chilly. Bunny on the move, set and ready for the fourth. And racing, Fly My Pretty was away quickly. Also going up was Breakthrough to be the leader now. Miss Sarah lies into second, followed by this time Pedro, who now got Chet back in the field. Westerly Wind up around it. There was Madam Knocker. Big gap in the field to Madam Razorback there with this time Pedro and Fiery Conquest. But Breakthrough breaks through today to beat Westerly Wind, Miss Sarah. And then we had Madam Knocker. Now, where was the favourite, Fly My Pretty? She was back at about fifth in company there with Madam Razor. And the two at the tail would have been Fiery Conquest and this time Pedro. And racing, she pings away, she goes straight to the lead, Bright Star. Clear ahead of Double Magic at 8 Power. Wider on the track was Darken, and behind them was Down the Back. Further back to 8 Power, wider on the track there was We're So Lucky. And at the tail of the field is Proven Shelley. It's Bright Star leads in from Double Magic and the Dark. It may not be a New Zealand record, but it's a win. And that's what we love to see you do, darling. Bright Star back to winning form, beat Double Magic and the Dark. Fourth home would have been We're So Lucky with Down the Back with 8 Power. Further back to Proven Shelley and High Flyer. Almost there. And racing, very slow away was Corborn Logan. Now good speed showing up from Russian Doll. Real on Rose going forward with it. And Namas to stay the widest of the three. Back on the inside is Taylor Rose. Gets a Butte trip through from there. Ginger Jam now runs into third. Ahead of All the Milk. Now down on the inside, Corborn Logan making up really good ground. He's now managed to get up into about fourth. He's just getting a bit squeezed out of it there. Bon Vogue further back in the pack with Armis to stay. As in the meantime, Real on Rose is about to turn in and go for home from Ginger Jam. Down on the inside, Russian Doll and then Taylor Rose. But Real on Rose has beaten Ginger Jam. Third home, Russian Doll. They were followed in by Taylor Rose and Corborn Logan. Further back to Bon Vogue, and the last two across were Armis to Stay and All the Milk. Is underway, and getting out well was Mackinnon. Showing up early was Indy Road. Down on the inside, Fancy Jill and Lafayette show their stuff, and they get up into the first four. Back on the inside is Jetson Blaze. Further back in the field to Threat, just been inconvenienced there by Jetson Blaze. Back on the rail is Lochinvar Sonic, and at the tail is Buddy Broke. But it's Fancy Jill. She's about to go for home here. She's clear of about 4.5 lengths from Indy Road line second. Line third is Lafayette ahead of Jetson Blaze, and then we go back to Mackinnon. Up comes Fancy Jill. Indy Road just goes past her, and Indy Road takes out the first leg of pick six from Fancy Jill. Arriving home well for third was Jetson Blaze ahead of the tiring Lafayette. They were followed in by Threat with there in company was Mackinnon and Buddy Broke, and Lochinvar Sonic was the last to go by. And they're racing Lochinvar Brando. He wasn't flash away. Showing early speed was Miss Apocalypse. And right there was Lockie's Call in the early stages with Little Miss Crunch. Now getting a run through there was Pearl Tiara, or trying to get a run through anyway. Now Lochinvar Brando, the favourites now in third. Only Kate runs into fourth ahead of Little Miss Crunch with Pearl Tiara. And the last two are Sasha's One and Another Burst. But here it's Lochinvar Brando still in the lead now with the Lockie's Call trailing. And in behind them was Miss Apocalypse and Only Kate down on the inside. But it's all Lochinvar Brando. Lochinvar Brando scores nicely from Only Kate. Now third home, I think, was Miss Apocalypse, just narrowly ahead of Another Burst. And the other four, they were in a line. We had Lockie's Call, Pearl Tiara, Little Miss Crunch and Sasha's One. And they're underway in a good even line. Now breaking through was Boss Lady Sloy in company with Run Stacey Run. Now they've cleared out about 2 lengths. Now here comes Section running into third ahead of Lochinvar Valero, and the other 4 disjointed at the back. Monty Dosh ahead of Wheezy Appeal, and back there with it Urban Combat and Big Bolt. Up comes Boss Lady Sloy down on the inside section, and out wider Run Stacey Run, but Boss Lady Sloy has beaten either Run Stacey Run or Section pretty tight for second there. Then we had Lochinvar Valero back with Monty Dosh, and the last 3 to greet would have been Big Bolt in company with Urban Combat and Wheezy Appeal. Boss Lady Sloy 970 and 270. And racing, he was slow away. Speed Legend showing speed early was Just Jordana, and going forward there was Pink Bouquet in company with Harajuku Baby and Fancy Tip. Now Ostie's Experience back in 5th ahead of Speed Legend, the favourite. He's going to have to get a move on from there, and about 5 lengths away back to Kiki Road, and Thrilling Blitz out the back. It's Just Jordana off the top. She goes, she leads by a length from Pink Bouquet, chasing in vain. Harajuku Baby is third. Ostie's Experience, I don't think Speed Legend can win from there. Up comes Just Jordana now tackling Harajuku Baby and Pink and right down to the line. Don't know, I think Pink Bouquet, then Harajuku Baby and Just Jordana. Great finish. Maybe the 7 dog will get it. Then we had Ostie's Experience, followed in by Speed Legend, Kiki Road, Harajuku Baby, and the one at the tail of the field would have been Thrilling Blitz. And they're racing and jumping well. Clover Appeal also going up forward was I'm a Spice, and Tried at Lotto in that group with Legend B. Just copped a check there. Passing in the meantime was Tarapunga. Back in the field is Cosmic Mac, and the other 2 were Thrilling Abra and Clover Appeal. Tried at Lotto comes into the straight ahead of I'm a Spice, and down the outside Tarapunga, but Tried at Lotto beats home I'm a Spice. Third home would have been Tarapunga. They were followed in by, I think we had Cosmic Mac for first 4s. Further back in the field was Mahoney with Thrilling Abra, and the 2 at the back were Legend B and Clover Appeal. So set and ready to go for the lucky last. Jack's Wholesale meets Sprint for the Class 1. Set and ready. And they're racing. They'll hop off to a good line. Now, Isla Gladys showed speed. Zip It Sweetie also going forward with Rebel City in their pack, and Run Mischief Run. Shooting around the outside is Yambler Fly now to put himself in the race. Further back to Wolf Marine in company with Violet, and then Rebel City, and out the back Big Time Bender. But Yambler Fly comes home and goes home the best. Yambler Fly gets home in the last to beat Wolf Marine, and Run Mischief Run got home well for third. They were followed in by the next runner home, Isla Gladys, then Violet, and the last 3 would have been Rebel City, Big Time Bender, and Zip It Sweetie. Yambler Flyer, 430 and 170 will take out the last.